life, at times, it's going to be painful. It's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be traumatic. There's going to be setbacks. There's going to be obstacles. There's going to be death. There's going to be illness. There's going to be loss. There's going to be insecurity. There's going to be tumultuous pain, change, and trauma. But that's okay. It's part of life, and we work through it, and you get to the next peak. You get to the next summit. You can do things to improve your level of happiness. You can do things to improve your perspective on things. And I suppose ultimately the pain makes the pleasure that much better. The low points make the high points that much better. So welcome in, fam. Much love, Trav here. If you're going through something, which is probably just about everyone, but maybe things are better or worse for you right now than they were. But if you're going through something, then that's all right. We're going through it together. We're going to get through it together, or work our way through it together. And here's something that I realized was pretty interesting. Now, your own happiness it's malleable. There's things you can do to improve it. Improve your baseline level of happiness through changing your perspective, changing your situation, improving your reality. But it seems to me that no matter what happens, you're always going to have negative emotions. You can't cure them. I think it's part of being human. It's part of being an animal. If we're too content, if we're too happy, then there's not as much motivation to go out there and get it. A human or any sort of organism, Richard Dawkins says, move away from pain, move towards pleasure. But perhaps moving away from pain is the greatest motivator, is a greater motivator. You look at your life, and if you are agitated, if you are annoyed, if you feel a sense of loss, a sense of missing, a sense of longing, that's going to motivate you to move away from pain and move towards pleasure. But guess what happens when you get there, when you get it? You'll be happier for a while, but those old feelings come back for the next thing. And I think that is just something about life that is unavoidable. You tell me if you think that I'm wrong. Perhaps it's because there's still things that, as a man, I want to accomplish, and I won't be happy, like real happy all the time till I get those things. But so far in my experience, it's just not a thing. You're gonna have these peaks and you're gonna have these valleys no matter what is built in. Your perspective is gonna change. You may say increase your happiness from a 65 to a 70 by improving your reality, but that's just a new baseline, and you may even fall back into the old baseline. So here's some things to think about. And one is, like, if you're down, it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel bad. That's a part of life. And if people are like, and you're one of these people like, wow, but I have so much, why am I going to be sad? Or you're like, man, I always wanted this and I've never had it and I really want it, then that's okay too. It's part of life. It's natural. But the pain is not going to kill you. Don't let it kill you, because you will work through it into high peaks again, and good moments and accomplishment and better times, which won't last forever. It's just part of life, is the cycle. Just as the turn of the seasons, summer follows spring, fall follows summer, winter follows fall, but then you have spring again, right? The tide goes out, the tide comes in. I think it's just part of it, and it's important to have your perspective and realize that, hey, this is just part of life. We do it together. So what can you do? You can share it. I think is important, is to have people to talk to, or people who have your back. Long friends and family who have known you for the longest time, ideally for decades, people you can talk about and share your negatives, and get some people you can go to for not everyone wants to hear your negatives, and you don't want to share it with everyone. You need to hold your tongue at times, but people you can go to who can reassure you or pat you on the back, people who really know you and can comfort you. It's nice to get comfort from outside. It's nice to get comfort from yourself. You may find it helps to journal. It helps to talk out loud. It helps to go your own way and work on these things yourself and try to resolve them yourself. You may find that striving is going to help you, because you can change your reality, and changing reality can change your happiness. It's not going to fix it, because you kind of may be set with a baseline, but you have a better life. Pursuit of the good life. You're gonna be happier, right? But again, you might find that once you have that life, well, this isn't. I thought I would be happy now, but it's kind of the same thing. So yeah. And then the big thing is just to keep going. It's just whatever it is, keep going, keep striving, keep trying. It's going to be hard, but if you just keep going, we will make it, fam. I believe that strongly. Excuse me. And also, it helps to change your perspective through gratitude practice. I may not have everything that I want, but I have this body, I have this time, I have so much that I've experienced, I have so much that I can't experience. I have these people in my life, I have this work that I can do, I have these opportunities, I have this platform, I can make a difference in this way. And it's not perfect, but I do have all this, and it's a lot better than having nothing. You may also find it better to lower your expectations. If you think that my life is going to be scripted, it's going to go like this, then you're going to be set back when you get injured, when a family member dies, when you lose your job, when you get dumped, when things go wrong, it doesn't go according to script. One of the key differences in happiness is the difference between expectations and reality. So if your expectation is too high and your reality is lower than that, there's going to be some unhappiness. But, to be honest, if you keep a low expectation, like I know that this shit is going to go wrong, and I'm just going to try to bounce back and recover and repair and rebuild, then you'll be relatively happier, because your relative reality is better compared to your expectation. So that's something that's important, is to check your expectations. It could be that they're too high. But, again, the main thing is no matter what happens, you're going to feel negative emotions. They're not necessarily wrong. They're built in for a reason, because they motivate you to strive, to improve, and to change, and to compete. Because not everyone wins the game of life. If everyone, Darwin's laws are a bitch. So you have to compete, and those negatives will motivate you to compete. You're too happy, you just chill out. So hope you find that useful. A lot of things to meditate on. You share down below what you think. Share down below what you're going through, if anything, and what will make you happy on a daily basis. Small things you can do to improve your happiness, or perspective changes, or ways to manage your negative emotions, how you can keep going no matter what. So I hope you find that helpful and useful. Appreciate you, and thank you, and I will talk to you soon. Peace out and much love. Take care.